Okay, picture this. You spend a whole hour, maybe more, pouring energy into a client project or, I don't know, a new marketing idea or even just battling your inbox.
Yeah.
But you didn't have a timer running. Did that work? Did it even really happen?
Oh, absolutely. That feeling of sort of flying blind with your time, it's something so many people face, right?
Especially if you're, a freelancer or running your own show, maybe even a small team lead.
Exactly. And it's a real challenge because, look, until you actually know where your time is going, you can't really be strategic about where you put your energy. And that's where the real power is.
Absolutely, and that's what our deep dive is all about today, getting that power back. The sources we look at, they highlight some really transformative benefits once you get a grip on your time.
Yeah, like imagine being able to price your services and know, like really know it's accurate because you've tracked exactly how long things take.
Right. No more guessing, no more accidentally shortchanging yourself or promising too much.
It's a total game changer for just streamlining how you work. And for individuals too, it's not just about, being disciplined, it's about finding these insights into how you work best.
Yeah, making smarter choices based on actual data, not just a gut feeling.
Precisely.
And for me, honestly, the big one is just that confidence when you hit send on an invoice.
Yeah.
No more last-minute panic trying to estimate hours.
Hmm.
Plus, if you're working with others, it answers that age-old question, so what did we actually do this month?
Totally. So, yeah, our mission today is really to cut through all the options and unpack the very best time tracking apps out there in 2025.
Okay.
We're focusing on the features that actually help, match different ways of working and ultimately help you control your most valuable resource, which is, of course, your time.
Okay, let's get into the core of it then. When the source material started looking for the best, how did they even figure that out?
Well,
What was the process for evaluating all these apps?
Well, it was pretty intensive, not just a quick look around. We're talking like dozens of hours of real research and actually using the apps, testing them in realistic
Right,
situations.
not just reading the marketing hype.
Exactly. And crucially, it was all impartial. No paid spots, no sponsorships, just looking objectively at how they performed against a really clear set of criteria.
Okay, that's good to know. So what were those criteria? What are the non-negotiable features a top time tracker needs?
Okay, first up, number one, real-time tracking. That's your basic running clock. You hit start when you begin a task, pause, or stop when you're done. It's foundational.
The digital stopwatch for your workday. Makes sense. But what about, human error? I can totally see myself forgetting to hit start, or worse, leaving it running while I grab coffee.
That happens all the time.
So how important is fixing those mistakes?
Yeah. That's where manual editing and adding time blocks comes in. It's absolutely critical. The best apps get that life isn't perfect. They let you easily fix things, subtract that coffee break time or log time after the fact for, say, a call you forgot to track.
So flexibility is key for accuracy without adding stress.
Totally. You need that flexibility.
Okay, so you've got all this data tracked accurately. Now what? It's just numbers until you can understand it, right?
Okay.
So I'm guessing robust reporting features are next.
Exactly. The really powerful apps don't just collect time, they help you make sense of it. Good dashboards, reports you can filter by day, week, month, maybe break it down by project or client or person.
That's where you see the patterns, right? Spot where things are inefficient, maybe.
Precisely. See your trends, find out what's actually profitable. That's where the insights come from.
And the end goal for a lot of folks is getting paid. So how does this tracked time turn into an invoice? Do you need other software? Or do these apps handle invoicing or data export?
The best ones make this really smooth. Either you can create an invoice right in the app, or it's super easy to export your time records, PDF, CSV, Google Sheets, whatever you need.
Got it. The data needs to flow easily into the money side of things.
And one more thing for convenience, multiple points of access. You need to be able to track time easily, whether you're on your computer, using a browser extension, or on your phone. Seamless access is key.
Makes total sense. Start the timer wherever you are. Now, given how fast tech moves, did the source find any, really cutting-edge stuff? Maybe AI getting involved?
They did, yeah. There was special consideration for apps using AI features, mostly for things like auto-tracking, where the app figures out what you're doing, or using machine learning to help categorize time blocks.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. Less manual work.
Exactly. It's about making tracking almost invisible.
That sounds like the dream for someone like me who always forgets.
Okay.
Before we jump into the top picks, just to be clear, what kinds of apps weren't included? What was the specific focus here?
Right, good question. The focus was really sharp. dedicated time trackers for individuals, freelancers, small teams. So they deliberately left out employee monitoring software, the kind that takes screenshots. That's a whole different category.
Okay.
And they also skipped those huge project management or accounting platforms where time tracking is just like a tiny add-on feature. They wanted the best pure time tracking tools.
Got it. The creme de la creme just for mastering time. All right, let's do it. Let's jump into the top 5. First one up, Toggl Track. The source called it the best free option and highlighted its easy access.
Yeah, Toggl Track really sets the bar high for free plans. It's like
Okay.
everywhere. Android, iOS, Windows, Mac, Linux, web app, browser extensions, you name it.
Wow, okay. Ubiquitous.
And what's great, especially if you're new to this, is how easy the real-time tracking is. You don't have to set up clients or projects first if you don't want to. You can just hit start, type a quick description, and sort it out later.
Ooh, I like that. Track first, categorize later. That lowers the barrier to entry, doesn't it? Takes away that initial setup friction.
It really does. It's a great starting point. And those browser extensions you mentioned, they pop up timer buttons right inside apps like Google Docs or Help Scout.
Yeah.
Constant little reminders.
That's clever.
Yeah.
And the desktop app.
Puts a running clock right in your menu bar. So, yeah, multiple ways to access it means you're never far from hitting start.
And it has more advanced features, too.
Surprisingly detailed for a free tool. Yeah. Things like auto start-stop based on browser activity, really good idle detection. It asks you what you were doing if you step away, even a Pomodoro timer built in.
Nice. What about reporting, which we said was crucial?
They've actually upgraded their dashboards and reports quite a bit. You can customize them, see weekly summaries, filter by different things. It really helps you understand where time goes.
And integrations. Can it connect to other tools?
Yep, strong Zapier integrations. So you can automate things like creating calendar events from time entries or adding rows to a Google Sheet. Pretty powerful stuff.
Amazing value for free.
Hmm.
What if you need more, though? Paid plans.
It's free for up to 5 users. If you need things like setting billable rates or having unlimited projects, paid plans start at $9 per user per month, billed annually. Very reasonable.
And a quick alternative, if someone needs purely free, unlimited tracking.
Clockify is a solid mention there. Maybe a bit less polished than Toggl overall, but unlimited free tracking is its big draw.
Okay, from the super accessible free option, let's pivot a bit. Next up is Memtime. This one's highlighted for simple automated tracking with a minimalist interface. What's the deal here?
Right. Memtime is for anyone who just hates remembering to start and stop timers. It's desktop-only Mac, Windows, Linux. And its core idea is that it tracks all your computer activity automatically in the background.
Whoa, okay, so no timer buttons?
Nope. It just watches what you're doing, which app you're using, which website, which document. Then later, maybe at the end of the day, you look at the log it created and categorize your time.
So it completely eliminates the, oops, I forgot to start the timer problem.
Yeah.
Like a silent assistant just noting everything down.
Exactly. And the source really emphasized its simplicity. It's not trying to be a massive team project tool, just a clean interface showing your activity log, a space to make entries, a simple daily view, less mental clutter.
Okay, that sounds great. But automatic tracking, it immediately makes me think about privacy. Where does all that activity data go?
That's the key thing about Memtime, and honestly, a major reason it stands out. The data is for your eyes only. It's stored locally on your computer, not in the cloud.
Oh, wow.
You have to decide if you want to share anything. For people handling sensitive stuff, lawyers, therapists, consultants, that local storage is huge. It removes a big privacy barrier.
That's a massive difference. So how do you actually work with the logged activities?
It gives you a timeline view. You can just click and drag to group activities into time entries or adjust durations. Default is 5-minute chunks, but you can make it 1 minute. There's also a list view where you can drag and drop activities onto projects.
Sounds pretty intuitive. And the cost for Memtime?
Starts at $12 per user per month, but that's if you sign up for 24 months. That gets you the basic auto tracking and calendar sync. There's another plan if you want to integrate it with project management tools.
Okay, interesting. From automated background tracking, let's shift again. The next one is TrackingTime. This one is apparently best for visualizing time differently, and it has strong task management features.
Yeah, TrackingTime takes a really visual approach. It shows your time as blocks, kind of like events on a calendar. You can see your day, week, or month laid out visually. It's very graphic.
The source mentioned the daily view shows a whole month calendar on the side, and then your day is broken down by color-coded blocks.
Exactly. It's designed to give you that immediate visual snapshot. And what's interesting is its focus on planning. It's not just about tracking past work. You can actually schedule schedule time blocks for future tasks or recurring things.
Ah, so it blends time tracking with time blocking, like looking ahead as well as back.
Precisely. It feels a bit like a planner in that sense.
And it has this work tab that sounds almost like a built-in project manager.
It pretty much is. Functions a lot like, say, Asana's list view. You can see tasks by project, client, priority, add subtasks, attach files. It's quite robust for task management right inside the tracker.
But if you already use something like Asana or Notion, does it play nice?
It does. The Chrome extension lets you start timers directly from within those tools, which is handy. And it also has good Zapier integrations for connecting to things like QuickBooks or Excel.
Okay, pricing for tracking time.
There's a free plan for up to 3 users. The Pro plan, which unlocks more features, starts at $5.75 per user per month, but there's a minimum of 3 users for that plan.
Got it. All right, number 4 on the list, and this one sounds unique. Timular. Best for comprehensive automated tracking, but the standout. An optional physical tracker. Tell me about that.
Timular is another one focused on making tracking seamless, especially with its auto-tracking features, which are apparently very smooth. The main day view is really neat. 3 columns showing your activities, your track time, and then the automatically detected computer activity, making it easy to drag and drop things into place.
So, similar goal to Memtime, minimize manual timers starting, but maybe a different interface.
Kind of, yeah. It also has strong privacy. The auto-tracking data stays local on your device. Big plus. It's user-friendly, too. One-click timers if you want them, good reporting under Insights, and a budgets feature for setting time limits on projects or clients.
Okay, but the physical tracker, it's like an 8-sided die. How does that work?
It's pretty cool, actually. It's this physical object, an octahedron. You assign a different task or project to each of the 8 sides using the app. Then, when you want to start tracking, say, client calls, you just flip the tracker so the client calls side is facing up. It connects via Bluetooth and automatically starts the timer in the app.
Whoa, that's kind of brilliant, especially for things you do away from the computer, right? Like calls or brainstorming.
Exactly. Or physical tasks.
Okay.
It bridges that gap between digital tracking and, well, the real world. Very tactile, very intuitive.
That is genuinely clever. What's the cost for Timular?
The personal plan starts at $7.50 per user per month. That includes the automatic tracking and standard features. No free plan here, it's worth noting.
And an alternative for more team-focused auto-tracking.
Timely is often mentioned as a strong alternative in that space, especially for teams needing those kinds of features.
Okay, last but not least on our list, Harvest. Described as easy to use, but still really capable, with native invoicing and project management built right in. It sounds like an all-rounder.
Harvest really nails that dead simple user experience. The main screen is your timesheet. It's super intuitive. You just hit a plus button, pick your project and task category, and either log time you already worked or start a live timer. Very efficient.
So it cuts out complexity, but still packs a punch. And having its own invoicing and project stuff included, that's a big deal for streamlining workflow.
It absolutely is. Native invoicing, expense tracking, even some decent project management tools. Creating an invoice from the time you've tracked takes, like, seconds. And the reports are good, too. Clear breakdowns of time, uninvoiced work, project profitability, all filterable by client, project, or team member.
And I saw a note about a client dashboard. What's that?
Yeah, that's pretty neat. You can give clients a unique link where they can see their invoices and payment status directly. Builds transparency.
That's a nice touch. Does it integrate well with other tools if you need more?
Oh, yeah. Tons of integrations with project management tools, accounting software, communication apps, and, like the others, strong Zapier support for custom automation, like syncing time from Google Calendar or projects from Asana.
Okay, and the pricing for Harvest?
There's a free plan, but it's quite limited. Just 1 user and only 2 active projects. The Pro plan unlocks everything. Unlimited users, unlimited projects, team features, integrations, and that starts at $11 per user per month.
And a simpler alternative mentioned.
Everhour. Often recommended if you want something even simpler, especially strong on integrating with existing project management tools rather than having its own built-in.
Wow, okay. This has been a really, really insightful deep dive. It feels like finding the right time tracking app can seriously take away so much stress.
Right.
No more guesswork, no more end-of-month panic trying to piece together your timesheets.
It really does empower you. Just being able to easily start, stop, edit entries, and then turn that data into clear reports or invoices. It brings this level of control that's just hard to get otherwise.
Yeah, shifting from just reacting to actually planning proactively.
Exactly.
And that automation piece you mentioned with Zapier. Connecting these trackers to other tools seems like it could save even more time. Make sure you're spending energy on the actual work, not just logging the work.
Absolutely. It's about using tech to free up your time and, frankly, your mental energy. It's not just about filling out timesheets. It's about optimizing how you operate.
So here's a final thought then. If just knowing how you spend your time can transform your business or your freelance work,
Yeah.
what hidden insights about your own habits, your most productive times, the tasks you actually enjoy, what might you unlock if you started really tracking every minute? It goes beyond just accountability, doesn't it? It's almost like self-discovery, giving you truly strategic control over your most valuable asset. Something to think about.